Hey volunteers, had a great question the other day, and I want to share it with everybody. So the trainings that are happening on third Thursdays, are they required for everybody to come to? No, they're not. If you want to come to them, we would love to have you. If you want to come to them, but you're kind of uncomfortable getting out right now, we'll do some of them again. So just feel safe not to come until you are comfortable coming to them. But we've had some really great trainings. Jason Ingles led us through the Understanding the Gospel training 2 times now, and it's amazing, and I want every volunteer to go through it. I want every believer to go through it. I want every Sunday school teacher in this county to go through that specific training, and we're working to make that available to a lot more people because this was really great. If you came to it, we're just sitting in some big parts of the gospel and just sitting in them for a little while and enjoying them, enjoying the Father in them, and enjoying the goodness of Christ and the sacrifice as the propitiation for our sins. That's one of the words that we covered. So we want to invite you to these trainings, but they are not mandatory. And if you do not feel comfortable getting out right now because of Corona and all that stuff, don't worry about being pressured to come into it. If you want to come to it and can't come to it, but want us to offer it again, let me know that because we're going to work on offering some of these trainings again because they are really fantastic trainings. They're not something that we're throwing together really quick. We're going deeper into these conversations and topics. So the one that we already did was Understanding the Gospel. Coming up this Thursday in March 18th is going to be Understanding Poverty in a Ministry Setting. So poverty is just a massive issue. There's all different ways of overcoming and helping somebody out of poverty, but we know that's not our scenario. As a My Life Matters volunteer, we're not going to walk through getting a 3rd grade out of poverty, but we do need to understand where he's coming from and then deal with him a little bit differently than we would somebody else. It's going to change our expectations of that kid and just give them a little idea of their mindset so we can deal with them. After that, we're going to do discipline. We need to do the poverty one before we do the discipline. We struggle with discipline. We're going to go deeper into discipline than we've ever gone before, and we've got more room to let it breathe because we're not meeting every week right now for volunteering. And then in May, we're going to do one called How to Share the Gospel. And we're going to have a little small group set up, and we'll have like a main session and then some breakouts. And we'll be able to do like multiple breakouts. And we'll have different breakouts on different ways to share the gospel. The Wordless Book, Romans Road, and some different ones like that. And I've got a new one that I picked up from a different ministry, and it's using the Bible that's pre-marked and walking them through it. And it's really good, and I'm really, really excited to share. We were going to try to do it in this past year's training, and it didn't fit. And so we're going to jump in and do that in May. It's a great time right before VBS to get your entire VBS group to come in and be ready to share the gospel in a very meaningful way. And so, guys, if y'all want to come to these trainings, we would love to see you there, but they are not required. But it's some really top-notch stuff. And so we want to invite you to come in and hang out with us. Man, I miss you guys so much. I had great expectations and desires for this year at school. I wanted to go deeper than we've ever gone before, bring in more volunteers, and then we lose everything that we had. So we're looking forward to picking back up. I'm still hoping and praying. And it actually looks very likely that we are going to be back in schools next school year, starting right after Labor Day on, I think, the 7th of September. And so, guys, get ready for it. Be praying for us as we work to train some of this stuff. And if you want to jump in on these trainings, we would look forward to seeing you there. All right, there's sign up for each one, and we'll put the links to that right below. Thanks so much, guys.